Ring On It Season 1. This is episode 7. Y'all, I just do not understand why Ashley is with Hollywood. They just seem like an odd couple. And I'm like, Ashley is just such a cute girl. I just don't understand it, okay? But I think I figured it out. Please be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Want to remind you about my books on Amazon. I'm going to be reading why I think Ashley is with Hollywood. Okay, because it just doesn't make no sense. I mean, he's just such a child. He's so ghetto and hood. And he just like a toddler that needs to be controlled. And, I just can't with him, okay? So these books are available on Amazon. 2 and 3 Times to Guide You Mind Me. In Christ, I Am the Naked Wife. Ashley will end up becoming the naked wife if she stays with Hollywood, okay? And so I think, this is me now, I think Ashley is with Hollywood for the big dingling. That's the only reason why I get sick, because I just can't figure out why is this very beautiful, sweet girl with this dude. It just doesn't make any sense. And let me tell you why. I don't know if y'all caught it, but there's 3 times they made suggestions and talked about how big the dingling is. The first time was when Whitney was going out with, I don't remember who, and Hollywood said, what if his wiener is smaller than my wiener? Because, my wiener is a big one, okay? Something like that, okay? And I'm like, oh, they are not talking about the dingling on the TV. And then last week, when Holly was getting ready to go out on the date, and he was like, well, what if she want all of me, and talking about the dingling again, okay? 2. And then when she came, he was going to leave. He had on a shirt with all the bananas, and they made a comment about the dingling again. And he said she might want all my bananas, and she was like, play with me, you're going to get a black eye. And so I just think that it's because of the dingling. And I'm just going to read this, and you tell me what you think, okay? So in here on page 128 of my book, this is under Mr. Sex from Amazon. Go over there to pick it up. And ladies, you need to realize, maybe are you staying with a Mr. Big Dingling, because, it just doesn't make sense why you're with this fool, okay? And so Mr. Big Dingling, like Mr. Dingling print, this guy is known for having a big dingling. I am amazed at the number of women who say they either got with a guy or married him because he has a big dingling. Many women put up with and deal with a lot of mess and foolishness from him. He doesn't work, can't provide. This is not that part for Hollywood, okay? Because he's a bar for her and kids. But she is still with him because he has a big dingling. Like Mr. Dingling print, he will send unsolicited pictures because he knows that many women will go crazy over his big dingling. Okay? At the publication of this book, there's a well-known couple who broke up, and she is dating another man. Her ex-boyfriend posted pictures and a video of his dingling. The internet was going wild, and many women were asking why his ex-girlfriend broke up with him. Many women said they would have stayed with him and put up with all his issues because of his big dingling. In the meantime, other women said Mr. Big Dingling is annoying, but after seeing his pictures, they would put up with him. Others say he could get their cookies any day. I thought this was funny, but it's unfortunate at the same time, because many women choose a man based only on the size of his dingling and tolerate a lot of mistreatment. This Mr. Big Dingling treated his ex-girlfriend terribly. And now people are saying they can't see why she stayed with him for such a long time. Ladies, please do not choose a man solely on the fact that he has a big dingling. There is so much more to marriage. If you take away his big dingling, who is he? Can he protect and provide for you? If his big dingling doesn't work, what is left of him? Sitting on the couch with nothing, do you like him? These are questions as women we need to ask about our potential suitor. Okay, and then there's Mr. Get Dingling in your inbox, and then there's Mr. Ghetto Dingling. I'm going to read Mr. Ghetto Dingling because I think that's Hollywood. Okay, Ghetto Dingling, okay? And Big Dingling. I have always wondered why ladies lay up with these guys who have no job, no house, or no car, and no means of taking care of themselves, much less of a woman. Of course, we know Hollywood has a job, okay? Well, it's because he might be a Mr. Ghetto Dingling. It's been stated that Mr. Ghetto Dingling doesn't work, but spends all his time being taken care of by a hardworking woman. He has a good dingling. Mr. Get a Dingling will jump in your inbox and tell you how good his dingling is. He tells you how he can make you have multiple orgasms every 7 seconds. Mr. Get a Dingling insists that you're missing out on the best dingling of all time. Many women foolishly allow Mr. Get a Dingling to get in their heads. Next thing you know, Mr. Get a Dingling is sitting up in your house eating your baby's cereal and drinking their milk. He sleeps all day while you work several jobs so that Mr. Get a Dingling can be kept dingling. Because of this, I'm all for taking the cookie off of the table. If you don't give Mr. Ghetto Dingaling your cookie, you won't know how good his dingaling is. Honey, baby girl, you deserve better. Please let Mr. Dingaling go. And then there's Mr. Gray Sweatpants, Mr. Long Tongue, Mr. Fruit Eater. And so I've just been wondering, it just doesn't make sense to me why a beautiful girl like Ashley is with this man. I don't understand it. Then this last episode, he was having a tantrum. He was going off and blowing up, and he wanted to flip the chairs over and flip the couch over. And I just think Hollywood is just so childish, and like I just don't understand. So I'm making the assumption it has to be the Dingaling girl, because there is no reason. And then she says she's stifling him. He is just such a little boy. Ashley has finally made a connection with Kwame. I love Kwame for her. And so now Hollywood don't want Ashley to go out with Kwame because he hasn't made any connection with anyone. However, he's told Ashley if he met someone and made a connection with her, then he would be going out with her on multiple dates. So because he hasn't met anyone and made a connection with her, and is going on multiple dates, he doesn't want Ashley to go out on multiple dates with Kwame or anyone else because he hasn't made a connection with anyone. And I'm like, but Ashley, why are you still with this guy? And then he went out with whatever her name is. I thought they had a good time. I love the chemistry. They had fun. They look good together. I still don't think he's right for her, okay? I just don't believe Hollywood need to be with nobody, okay? He's just so childish. And he's going to tell Dr. Nicole that, oh, you know what, we have fun and she's light up the world and all of this. But you know what, I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy. I don't want nothing else. And everybody's like, but this is what we're supposed to do. And Dr. Nicole was like, but you signed up for this. This is what you agreed to. And I'm thinking that these couples really do not understand the purpose of this show. Because even Shay is about to have a fit about Michael going on a fourth date with Whitney, and Dr. Nicole was like, if you wasn't in a relationship with Shay, what would it be like? And he was like, it would be lit. And Shay's like, well, too late for her. And I'm like, wait a minute. Shay had Big Rick, okay, picking her up, doing squats, girl. I was like, yes, Big Rick. And then she changed the boundaries. Okay, no touching, blah, blah, blah. She changed the boundary because she claimed men need boundaries and women are smarter, and so she changed the boundaries to accommodate her. But Michael can't change the boundaries to accommodate him because he needs right. And I'm like, Shay is also delusional. I mean, this girl is just so delusional. And I'm like, I really hope to God that Mike leaves her and just go with Whitney or somebody else, because I just don't think Shay is right for Michael. And Shay is not right for Big Rick either, because Big Rick want to use the Big Ricky to have a whole lot of kids, and Shay don't even want to have a kids. And they were talking about having a nanny. So I'm like, is the nanny gonna be with you? Or you never gonna hold the baby, bathe the baby, nurse the baby, feed the baby, take the baby to school, do the work for the kids? Are you just gonna be like a surrogate just to have the baby, but you're not going? I just don't understand Shay. She's delusional, okay? And then you have Tamika and Vince. I don't know why these people are together. I just think Tamika is so emotional. And I was waiting. I was like, cue the tears. A couple of times I had to say, cue the tears, because I'm like, this girl is so emotional. She's emotionally unhealthy. And I heard a rumor about you. I ain't going to put it out there about her. But I just don't think she's ready for no relationship, okay? And I just don't think Vince is ready for no relationship either. I think Vince needs to continue to play, so break up with Tamika and play the fields, because he's not ready to settle down, okay? And I just don't understand why these people are together. Why are they together? So if y'all know why they're together, please tell me. Do you think Ashley is with the Hollywood for the big dingaling? You think that's why she's there? Because it makes no sense. And she's 39. If y'all gonna have kids, ladies, you know the doctors say 35. Or somebody commented, talk about, you'll believe it, don't say it. The signs says 35 or a woman or a body change, okay? The eggs drop, except for me, child. The doctors were like, you could have 25 more kids, and I was 42 when they did my thing. But, you know, and I'm like, these girls want to have babies, and Ashley is 40, wasting her life and her time with this little boy. And I just don't understand. It has to be the dingaling, because there's nothing else about him. That is so great and wonderful. Does she not think she can find another dingling or another dingling that she like? Because it just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it for the life of me. I don't understand why Ashley is with Hollywood, and I don't understand why Mike is with Shay. I mean, she's just so selfish and mean and I heard the rumor about Shay and Michael. I don't want to believe it, okay? I don't want to believe it. But let me know what y'all think, girls. Be sure to check out my books on Amazon. 23 Types of Guys. This is why I mean you ladies need this book because there's all types of different guys. Mr. Dingling, Mr. Personality, Mr. Faiths, oh, I'm spiritual. I believe in God, but I don't believe in man-made religion. And, all this bull crap, okay? Y'all need to learn these things about these men, ladies, so when the men say it can say ding, 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 I know exactly what that is and I can pick exactly what that is about. So run on over to Amazon. Also, In Christ and I Am. And also The Naked Wife. A lot of these women, if they marry these men, they're going to end up becoming the naked wives because they're with people who is not right for them. Okay. I love you. I got to go, girl. Have a good day. Bye. Mwah.